Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. Now, IMF has been largely blamed as to be one of the entities that caused Kenyans the problems they are in at the moment, because it's alleged, based on what people say and what many analysts have said, that IMF played a huge role in the crafting of the finance bill, which Kenyans rejected, in fact, in its whole entirety. So, because of that reason, IMF has had to go public and apologize to Kenyans for so many things that have happened to Kenya. So I want to take you to a tweet that Citizen TV shared and backed up that tweet with a video of IMF representative. So this is what the tweet says. International Monetary Fund apologizes to Kenyans who have lost their lives, lost loved ones, or suffered injuries in anti-government protests. That is what Citizen TV Twitter handle posted. Now, of course, there have been myriad of reactions regarding that tweet and regarding the message, because the message that is being shared is of a video from IMF spokesperson Julie Kozak. She said something here. I mean, just give you some clue of what she said.
Kenya. Let me start by expressing our deepest sympathy to the people affected by the tragic events in Kenya. Our hearts go out to those who have lost their lives, lost loved ones, or...
Very well, I'll share the part of the video shortly, but before you do that, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Maybe you might want to watch this other part of the video from Julia Kozak, the spokesperson of IMF.
Kenya. Let me start by expressing our deepest sympathy to the people affected by the tragic events in Kenya. Our hearts go out to those who have lost their lives, lost loved ones, or suffered injuries. With respect to Kenya's broader situation, I think it's important to say that the situation in Kenya reflects broader challenges facing many of our low-income members. Many of these countries are experiencing a funding squeeze, including on account of tighter global financial conditions and reduced availability of concessional financing. So policymakers in these countries, including in Kenya, face a complex balancing act. They have pressing spending needs in priority areas, such as social programs, health, and education. They're managing rising public debt and debt service, and they also have the challenge of boosting domestic revenue. For Kenya specifically, the goal of our IMF-supported program is to help establish sound macroeconomic fundamentals, and these are crucial for fostering sustainable and inclusive growth in the country, crucial for generating jobs for the Kenyan people, including Kenya's young population. We are currently working with the authorities to ensure that these objectives can be met, and we recognize that there's a careful balance between providing public services and securing adequate financing. Our program also includes initiatives to improve governance and transparency, and to ensure responsible use of public funds, to safeguard social programs and social spending, particularly to protect the most vulnerable members of society. It's also important that these policies that are under discussion go through a process of broad consultation, so they can gain broad public support. We remain committed to supporting Kenya in its effort to achieve inclusive growth, At every program review, we do take the opportunity to assess developments and make adjustments considering the evolving circumstances. And that's exactly what we're doing in our active and constructive discussion with the Kenyan authorities. And
now, very well, these are all indicators that IMF is feeling guilty. Why would you apologize if you're not responsible for something? So IMF is basically feeling guilty over what has happened. You know, there's someone said that lately it has become it's shocking that so many people are apologizing to Kenyans. So let me take you through some reactions on this video. I will first of all read a reaction from Edward Genesis. Edward Genesis says, people died and are dying because of IMF greed and useless agreements that are destroying countries. Useless agreements that are destroying countries. Of course, you understand about that. IMF have been blamed to be forcing governments to make, to initiate tax policies which are very punitive to citizens. So this is what the Twitter handler is saying. Now, I'll take you to a Twitter handler by the name Gabriel Oguda, into bracket commentary. It says, this is an embarrassment to our nation. Well, no comment on that. Well, someone by the name Ira says something here. Everyone now apologizing to Kenyans, just leave Kenya alone. Leave Kenya alone. Okay? So now, another Twitter handler by the name Economists/consultant/mentor, he says something here. I think this is a bit long. Let me expand it. Yeah. Now, he says, it is imperative that the IMF and World Bank prohibited from conducting operations or engaging in business within our nation. Their intentions appear malevolent, as evidenced by the absence of any beneficial outcomes resulting from their involvement thus far. Instead of fulfilling promises, they have merely provided loans for projects that have ultimately proven to be white elephants. Left unfinished and unproductive, it is in the best interest of our country that they cease their activities, vacate their offices, and depart. We are fully capable of charting our own course and determining a path that aligns with our national interests. Their presence serves only to exploit us, and it is time for us to set a new course based on our own values and aspirations. Well, that is a bit elaborate and spot on. You know, there's been talks about IMF, kwamba the finance cost projects, unfinished projects. You know, that has always been the talk. So what the economist is saying is that they should be kicked out. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think they should be kicked out? Can we do without them? Just go below the comment section and you can offer a reaction on that. I will proceed to someone by the name Karimari. Also delves in on this issue. He says, IMF, we don't require your assistance. What we truly need is to tackle corruption and hold corrupt individuals accountable, and then we will be in shape. I think that appears to be the solution we should be aiming at, because the issue here in Kenya is corruption. The moment we seal corruption, seal all loopholes, nobody can buy such expensive cars within a short term of them being in office. The moment we can deal with that, I think we'll be in a better position as a country, and we will not be reliant on such kind of entities like IMF. That is what the Twitter handle is saying. Then there's someone by the name Robinson M. Yeah, he says IMF is the most corrupt organization in the world. The most corrupt organization in the world. The champions of evil. Well, that's what he says. Okay. I think this is just the same as what economists said, talked about white elephant or ghost projects, So IMF is the most corrupt organization. That's what Robinson says. So let me go to Japheth Ekidor. Japheth Ekidor seems to say that they cause the problems, then come apologize. This is how Western power works. They cause the problem, then come to apologize. Well, that's a bit, That's the point. Honestly, that's it. That's what we are seeing. They caused the problem. If they could craft this finance bill, without allowing Kenyans an opportunity to have their input, it's not a collective kind of thing. It is only a one-sided kind of thing. IMF and certain people in the government. Because what Japheth is telling us here is that they caused the problem. They caused the problem. That's why we are in this mess. And then they apologize. The reason why we are in this mess is because of that finance bill. Last year was another one. This year, there has been another one. And well, let me just go through, read to you the last tweet from UGX5. It says, I think this is a bit long. Let me expand it for you first. Well, okay, now we have it here. Now, it says, the Twitter handler says, people like this and the IMF are the true instigators of problems in so-called low-income countries. They thrive on maintaining a polarized world, keeping the have-nots as far away as possible from the haves. Don't waste your time expecting solutions from politicians or unelected individuals represented in organizations whose primary goal is to keep you working for the rich. Opt out of this broken financial system and save your hard-earned money in hard assets that can't be manipulated. Very well, ladies and gentlemen. That is the last reaction I've read regarding the reaction or the apology from Julie Kozak, who is the IMF spokesperson. And Julie came here in Kenya, or rather Julie reacted to what is going on and literally sent an apology from IMF. But people are not taking any of these apologies venye ilitarajiwa. In fact, watu wamedharau sana IMF as a result of hiyo mambo yote. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to raise my case here. But what do you think about this apology from IMF? Is it enough? Does it solve the problem? The reaction there are they should just go away. Do you think that is the case? Can we do without them? Just go below the comment section and offer your reaction on that. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.